class we started with the lesson Southern Plateaus and we have completed with till Central Highlands. Today in this session I am going to start with the Deccan Plateau. Children, Deccan Plateau is also known as Great Peninsula Plateau. What Deccan Plateau is also known as Great Peninsula Plateau. Deccan Plateau covers largest part of the Southern Plateaus. Deccan Plateaus covers the largest part. Okay, so if I draw a Deccan Plateau, this Deccan Plateau is much full, it covers from the north, this southern part from here. Okay, from north to south, this much is completely covered from the Deccan Plateau. Okay, the height of this plateau ranges from 100 meters in the north and 1000 meters in the south. It ranges from the 100 meters in the north and comes further it is 1000 meters from the south. It stretches from the Satpura range in the north and the southern tip of India. So from Satpura range, where this Deccan Plateau means from the Satpura range. It extends from the Satpura range. Where is Satpura range? Near north. See here, you can see in the textbooks here. Satpura range, where it is near, right? See here, Deccan Plateau is here. This is our half India map, southern part of India map, right? See here, Deccan Plateau covers so much full, completely. Where it starts from the Satpura ranges, Satpuras are here, see Satpura ranges, it will completely cover from here. Okay, 100 meters from this north, 1000 meters to the south. And southern tip of India. It is the largest plateau tip. Which is the largest plateau tip? Deccan Plateau is the largest plateau tip. The plateau is bounded by the Western Ghats in the west and Eastern Ghats in the east. So, the plateau is bounded by the, we have north, south, west, east. Right. So, Western Ghats in the west and Eastern Ghats in the east. The Western Ghats are a long range of hills. So, the Western Ghats are the long range of hills. Here we have long range of hills. Western Ghats are here from the long range of hills here. Sorry, it is Western Ghats from here. Western Ghats, long range of hills. All these are covered by the long range of hills. What are the hills are? Nilgiris, Annamalai, Cardamom Hills. Nilgiris, yes, it's all the western ranges. Whatever hills they have is Nilgiri, Annamalai, Cardamom. These are all the hills are there in the Western Ghats. Okay, all the Western Ghats they have, whatever the hills they have Nilgiri, Annamalai and Cardamom Hills. Nilgiri Hills, where Nilgiri Hills lies? Nilgiri Hills lies in the Tamil Nadu. So here Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Nilgiri Hills lies in the Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. And we have heard about making about a hill station. Which is a hill station we often hear? Yes, Ooty, right? Ooty is a hill station. Where is Ooty? Ooty is near Nilgiri. Nilgiri Hills only, Ooty is there. Where are the Nilgiri Hills? Nilgiri Hills is, where is Ooty? It is in the Nilgiri Hills. Ooty is a hill station in the Nilgiri Hills. The Eastern Ghats are divided into small hill ranges by the rivers coming from the Western Ghats. So, these Eastern Ghats are there, no? What it has been divided? It has been divided into small hill ranges. Small hill ranges from the rivers coming from the Western Ghats. Whatever the rivers that are coming from the Western Ghats, it forms a small hills. And after forming this, it will go, from the hills it will flow. From there it will go to where? It says here, Bay of Bengal. It will go to Bay of Bengal. Okay. The Godavari is the longest river in Deccan Plateau. Which is the longest river in Deccan Plateau? The Godavari river is the longest river in Deccan Plateau. Which is the longest river, children? Godavari. Okay, that is the largest river in Deccan Plateau. The Narmada and Tapi flows westwards and flow into Arabian Sea. And the Narmada and Tapi river, they will flow from the west from here. Narmada and Tapi is here, right? They will flow and they will flow down to Arabian Sea. I say once again this. Okay. Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau is also called as what? Great Peninsula Plateau. Deccan Plateau is also called as Great Peninsula Plateau. It covers the largest part in the southern India and the meters is 100 meters in the north to the southern tip to the south is 1000 meters. It stretches from the Satpura range to the southern tip, from the Satpura range to the southern tip. Okay, and the plateau, whatever the plateaus are there in the Deccan Plateau is in the west side. What are the plateaus we have? Nilgiri we have, Annamalai we have, Cardamom we have. These are all the hills. Okay, some of which are the hills are in western plateaus? Nilgiri, Annamalai, Cardamom. And in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, which are the hills we have? Nilgiri hills. In Nilgiri hills, which is the hill station we have? Ooty, right? And if we come from the eastern part, we have small hills, and the rivers will flow from the western part, and finally it will join to Bay of Bengal in eastern part. If we come from western part, Narmada river capital will flow, and directly it will fall into the Arabian Sea. Okay, children. Then people of plateau region. The climate in the plateau region varies from one place to another. Children, you know climate from the plateau region. Even weather also won't stay in one chain. Children, you should keep in mind weather and climate both are different. Weather is nothing but as it changes from day to day, time to time, hour to hour. Climate, no. Climate has a particular long period of time. Like rainy season, summer season, winter season, these are all climate. Weather is, now it is sunny. After a few minutes, a few hours, it will become rainy. Weather changes time to time, hour to hour, but climate doesn't change. It will be a long period of time. The main occupation of so in this Deccan Plateau, people of plateau change it varies from one place to another. Suppose in city A is hot, means the city will be cold. So it changes from time to time. The main occupation of the people of are agriculture and mining. Obviously, because it has a lot of fertile over there, because rivers and all are flowing there. So main occupation is agriculture. Agriculture means what? Growing the crops. Mining means what? Digging the out and taking out the ores and minerals. Gold is also mining, right? Minerals, coal is also mining, gold is also mining. People are mining, enriching. People are also employed in mineral-based industries. Mineral-based industry means whatever that things, raw materials they will take, they take the raw materials of minerals and they will convert into finished products. Then, for example, I can give an example for tree. They will chop the trees, they will take the branches of it and they will make branches are a raw material. They will make the table benches into a completely from the tree bark. They will make the tables, benches, and it is a finished products. Okay, raw based industries, mineral based industries is this. The plateau region is thinly populated. It is not much populated because of climate and not that much this also. So it's a thinly populated. The Malwa and Chotanagpur plateaus are covered by deciduous forest on large scale. So Malwa Plateau and Chotanagpur Plateau is covered by deciduous forest. We have forest, right? The forest is deciduous forest. There are different types of forest, like evergreen forest, deciduous forest, mineral forest. So there are many types of forest. In this deciduous forest, Malwa Plateau is completely covered with the deciduous forest. Now there are a lot of trees over there. Okay, there are a lot of trees over there in Malwa Plateau and Chotanagpur Plateau both. Chotanagpur Plateau, what it is called as Chotanagpur Plateau, pure house of minerals, right? Because it has a lot of, because it is rich in minerals and waste. Malwa Plateau is also a rich in what? Yes, rich in trees and other basic items. So Malwa Plateau and Chotanagpur Plateau are completely has desert forest all over. The landscape is so much big, heavy. Okay. So who are the people like Bhils, Gonds, Walis and Bastard dwell here leading a very simple life in harmony with nature. Like how we had different types of people, tribals there, that tribals people called Bhils, Gonds, Walis and Bastard. These are the people, these are the tribal people. They will follow the traditional things. Okay, they follow and they live in simple and harmony life. Harmony life means not disturbing each other and not disturbing the nature, like not polluting the nature. Harmony means living simple life without disturbing anyone. What are the clothes people wear there? Men wear dhoti and achkan and turban. Dhoti, it's like a panchali, right? Achkan is somewhere, top will come somewhere this much near the knee or above the knee. Turban is on the head. They will take a big cloth and they will tie on the head. Okay. And And women wear sari, blouses, ghagras and cholis in their own style. Saris and ghagra blouses, you know obviously what I am wearing. Ghagras also, you know, cholis is also nearby to sari, near like ghagra style for me, and in their own style. As I was saying, children, people of plateau region, climate changes from place to place. Okay, main occupation of the people is in agriculture and mining. People also are employed in mineral based industries. People, they have industries also. Okay, they are based over there. Plateau region is completely thick populated. Plateau is Malwa Plateau and Chota Plateau are completely covered with deciduous forest. Tribal people will find there Bhils, Gondis, Varlis and Basta. Okay, they live in peaceful and harmonious life without disturbing anyone and nature. Then the men wear mainly dhoti, you know, panche type. Then achkan, top to this area, and turban above the head. And women wear sari, blouse and ghagra choli in their own style. Then if we come, the forest of the plateau region provide timber. What is the meaning of timber? Yes, we'll chop the wood and we'll get, right? So importance of plateau region. Why we need plateau region? Because forest will provide the timber, right? Then the black soil is formed from lava emitted by the volcanoes, is very fertile and suitable for growing cotton, sugar, rice, millets and oil fields. So obviously there is a forest over there. There are different types of soil. The black soil is formed by lava. How lava is formed? Because volcano emits it. What is volcano? See that this volcano is somewhere, right? When volcano was what will happen? The lava will form. This lava is formed right? When this emitted by the volcanoes, the place is very fertile. When volcanoes emit this lava, right, that place will become very fertile. Fertile means what? Where you can grow the crops. If the place is fertile, what we can grow? We can grow crops over there. So people of plateau region, what they will grow over there? They will grow sugarcane, cotton, rice, millets and oil seeds. Okay, children. First of all, why is important this? First is because of the thick forest, we are getting timber over there. Second, because of the volcano erupts lava over there, black soil is formed. Because of the black soil, you can grow many crops. Southern plateau is a storehouse of minerals like iron, coal, manganese, bauxite, aluminium, copper and limestone. As I said, Chota Nagpur plateau is what? Storehouse of minerals. So storehouse of minerals. So what are all the minerals you can find over there? Iron, coal, manganese, bauxite, aluminium, copper and limestone. Multi-purpose dams across the largest fast flowing rivers of this region are used for generating hydroelectricity. Already in first standard we have learned about the importance of water. What is hydroelectricity? The electricity generated by the water. Am I right? What is hydroelectricity? The electricity generated by the water. For this hydroelectricity, many big dams that have been. What will be there in this dam? Large amount of water will be in this dam. This water they take for the electricity and they produce the electricity for all over the places. The hill station, wildlife sanctuaries and places of pilgrimage of this region attracts tourists. Obviously, plateau region is very beautiful because of the evergreen forest, deciduous forest and all. If it is so beautiful, obviously everyone wants to see, but I want to see and you want to see. So it will attract a lot of tourists. Tourists means what? One who comes from the different places to see a particular spot. The plateau region enriched with valuable natural resources contribute to the economic growth of our nation because it has a lot of minerals, a lot of force. This is contributing to our economic nature. In sense, simple lines, tourists will come, right? They will see if they are coming to our place, they will see, and obviously it will attract a lot of customers. And if they come, obviously they will spend it, right? So it will be a lot of things for our nature. Means it will be for our economic also will growth in this. Simple thing, children, I can say. If anyone comes to somewhere, they will spend and come, right? And if they want to see also, they will spend. If you want to see something, a show also, you will spend, right? If you want to see a movie, you will spend some amount of money. That amount of money will go for the particular thing, right? Same way, this is also Deccan Plateau. Whoever will come to visit it, they will spend, economic will growth in this. Okay? So I will start with the exercises. Next page number 216. Sorry, 215 children, page number 215. The southern plateau stretch, choose the correct answer. The southern plateau stretch for about dash kilometers 1000. What is the answer? Option A. This 1600. Tick mark. Okay. Second, cotton grows well in which soil? Cotton grows well in black soil. Option A, black soil. The longest river in the Deccan Plateau is what? Godavari, Ganga, Yamuna. Godavari. Option A, Godavari. Deccan Plateau is also called the Dash Plateau, like Tibetan Plateau, Great Peninsular Plateau, Chotanagpur Plateau. Great Peninsula Plateau. Option B. Fill in the blanks. A dash is an area of a flat that is higher than the land around it. Answer is plateau. The Narmada river flows between. So which what is answer? Narmada river flows between the Dash and Dash mountain ranges, Vindhyachal and Satpura mountain ranges. Deccan Plateau is also called as Dash Plateau, Great Peninsula Plateau. The height of Deccan Plateau ranges from dash meters in the north to dash meters in the south. 100 meters to the north and 1000 meters to the south. The Narmada and Tapi flows westwards and fall into dash sea, Arabian Sea. Okay. Next, true or false? The red soil is very fertile and is suitable for growing cotton. Growing cotton, what soil is fertile? Black soil. Answer is false. Wood is a hill station in the Nilgiri hills in the Deccan Plateau region. Yes, true. The Jog Fall formed by the Shravati river in Karnataka has the highest waterfall in India. True. The Narmada and Tapi flows westwards and westwards and fall into the Mediterranean Sea. No, it will fall into the Arabian Sea. So answer is false. The Godavari is the longest river in the Deccan Plateau. True. Okay, children, please copy this. With your textbook, write in pencil neatly. Okay, write correctly and pencil neatly. If you have any doubts, we will begin our interactive session. After this session, after the interactive session, we will send you the ICBT ULO notes. Okay, answer this following after this. Okay, take care, children. Bye bye.